Evil comes in all shapes and sizes, from people like Dr. Doofenshmirtz to the Legion of Doom. And then if you want to go even further, Hitler. And today what we're looking at is something that is nothing short of pure, unadulterated evil. And Drama Alert is saying that this is a TikTok challenge called the Stolen Car Hit and Run Challenge that's going viral. Although I would say that's just a catchy title. I don't think it's actually any challenge of sorts, because only these people are probably stupid enough to do something like this. And I gotta say, before I show you this video, it is very serious and it did result in someone dying. So this is some heavy stuff, but I just wanted to talk about it just because of how purely evil it is.
Alright, go. Go. Keep it moving. Bitch ass nigga! Stop talking shit, bitch!
So these two lovely individuals who clearly peaked in high school are out and about cruising in a car that we later find out was stolen, and decide to hit this other car. And it's unclear if they knew who the people were, if they had some, rivalry going on, if they had some beef between these people. But regardless of the facts, the nitty-gritty details, they hit a car. They tried to do like a pit maneuver, like they were in Fast and Furious on this random car, which in and of itself is very dangerous, very illegal, and just a very stupid thing to do. Playing around with people's lives while you're driving a 1,000-ton death machine going high speeds is one of the most bafflingly dumb things you can do. And now I could sit here and blame this all on TikTok and say it's the repercussions it's had on humanity, say that clout chasing has ruined human evolution, and that it's making everybody just evolve in reverse and the new generation is doomed. But realistically, humans have been dumb all throughout history. The Salem witch trials, that was a pretty stupid thing. Racist, the list continues. Humans are pretty much specialized in being dumb. There's just something in certain people's genes that prohibit them from having a critical thought and just thinking anything through. And this right here is a prime example of that, mixed with a bit of evil, some evil sprinkled in on top, because to do what they're about to do next, it takes nothing short of being a terrible person.
Fuck wrong with blood. Ready? Yeah. Hit his ass.
And now I'm not going to show the rest of the video because it is pretty hard to watch, especially knowing what happened next. I'll show you that in a second. But they decided to just randomly hit this dude who was biking down the side of the street for absolutely no reason. That right there is just literally evil. There's nothing else to describe that except for that person being pure evil. The driver and the person in the passenger seat who is recording and encouraging the driver deserve nothing short of a firing squad. They deserve nothing less than to burn in the pits of hell for eternity, if that's real. They deserve the most severe form of punishment possible to inflict upon them. And they don't deserve death. That's too easy. It's too simple. They deserve to suffer and learn from what they've done. Because as you can see, if you go to this article here about the situation, it says Las Vegas teenager facing murder charge after intentionally hitting bicyclist with stolen car, police say. And it's here that we find out the person driving who hit the car and then hit the bicycle dude was a 17-year-old boy. And this happened in Las Vegas, in the northwest Las Vegas Valley. And after they hit the dude on the bicycle, when police arrived, they found 64-year-old bicyclist suffering from life-threatening injuries. And he was taken to the University Medical Center, where he was later pronounced dead. And we don't even need any eyewitness testimony to prove without a shadow of a doubt that this driver's intent was to hit the person on the bicycle, because they self-reported, they self-incriminated, they recorded themselves committing this crime and then posted it. Which doesn't really surprise me. If you're dumb enough to do something like this, you're surely dumb enough to try to get some clout off of it and try to get some likes for literally killing somebody. These two genuinely deserve to be double pumped for 200 damage straight to their heads. Just like switch them out with Sisyphus, make them take Sisyphus' spot and just forever, for all eternity, be pushing a boulder up a steep incline. And that wouldn't even be enough. Add some nails on the ground so they have to walk on nails while they're doing it. And that still wouldn't be enough. These two are, I would genuinely bet some money that these two are such horrible people that they probably also kick dogs when they see them on the sidewalk. They're that terrible of humans. Literally waste of space. They are breathing up air that could be used for anyone else in the world. They're literally a waste of space on this earth. This popsicle stick in my hand right now has more value than the lives of these two put together. Because they're just deplorable, terrible, evil people. They decided for whatever reason they were going to steal a car, which was a Hyundai, I don't know how to say that word. And then on top of that, they were going to drive recklessly after they stole the car. So that's 2 crimes they've already racked up right there. And then they hit a car. They fled, so they did a little hit and run. And then they committed another hit and run on a dude riding a bicycle and then killed him. They're just speed running, ruining their lives. Speed running, racking up as many felony charges that they can. And rightfully so, they're arrested and they're going to be charged with a murder charge. Well, the driver is. I don't think the passenger is going to get slapped with a murder charge because he wasn't driving. But still, I think they both deserve equal punishment. The crime definitely fits the punishment, and I think they should be locked up for life. I don't care if they're 17 years old. A 17-year-old is grown enough and mature enough to understand that their actions have consequences, and those consequences need to be life in prison, because you don't mistakenly hit a car, try to do a pit maneuver, and then swerve around, start speeding down the road, and then intentionally hit someone on a bicycle. Like, the dude even asked, he said, "Do I hit him?" And then he hit him. There is not even a question. Not even Better Call Saul could even try to argue that he unintentionally killed this bicyclist. He couldn't even somewhat make me think that this should be lowered to a manslaughter charge, because he intentionally did it. That is straight up murder. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this story. I just wanted to show you these absolutely evil people and their evil deeds that they committed. Intentionally hitting a bicyclist and then laughing about it is one of the worst things that you... And they recorded it. This whole thing is just so... I know I've said evil so many times, but it's just so evil. And honestly, they deserve to have toothpicks shoved under their fingernails and hammered in. Any kind of torture you can think of that is just unimaginably painful, they deserve it. Put them down in Davy Jones's locker to suffer for all eternity. Put them in the gulag. Ship them off to, what is that one prison called? Oh shoot, what am I thinking of? Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. They don't deserve anything nice, anything good to happen to them for the rest of their lives. And I'll catch you in the next one.